Let's talk about a problem that's as old as money itself. Why is it that huge family fortunes, empires built over a lifetime, so often just disappear? Today, we're diving into one of the biggest challenges for the world's wealthiest families: how to make a legacy and the money actually last forever. So, picture this scene. It supposedly really happened. A billionaire founder looks at their heir, completely lost in a video game, and asks that simple question. But underneath it, there's this deep, profound anxiety. It's a fear every successful entrepreneur has. How in the world do you pass on the genius that built the fortune, not just the cash? Because if you look at history, the answer is pretty brutal: 90%. Just let that sink in for a second. That's how much of family wealth is totally gone by the time the grandkids are in charge. It's an absolutely staggering number. Yeah, there's a name for this. It's called the three-generation curse. We're going to dig into why even the most incredible fortunes, from the Vanderbilts back in the day to massive modern dynasties, seem to have this built-in self-destruct button. And it's not really about picking a few bad stocks. The rot starts from the inside. The discipline that the founder had, it fades. Judgment gets shaky, more emotional. That relentless drive that builds an empire is just incredibly hard to pass down. It's not something you can just teach in a classroom. For literally all of human history, this has been the unavoidable truth. We're human. We get tired, we make mistakes, our judgment can be clouded, and eventually, our genius dies with us. This one simple fact has made preserving wealth over the long haul seem almost impossible. Until maybe now. So, what if we're standing at a real turning point? What if technology is about to give us a completely new playbook for solving this ancient problem? This is where the idea of an AI, an immortal heir, comes into the picture. And this really gets to the heart of it. The big opportunity with AI isn't just about making faster trades. It's about capturing the very soul of a founder's financial mind, their intuition, their appetite for risk, how they see the world, and basically bottling it up in a system that can run forever. Let's just compare them side by side. A human heir gets tired, right? They can forget the hard-won lessons from past mistakes. Their judgment can get swayed by fear or greed. But an AI heir? It runs 24/7. It remembers everything. Its discipline is absolute, and every single decision is based on cold, hard, data-driven logic. You're literally institutionalizing the founder's genius. Okay, this all sounds a bit like science fiction. I get it. But how would you actually do it? How do you take something as nuanced as financial genius and turn it into code? Well, it breaks down into a three-step process. First, you capture. This means you do a deep dive analyzing the cognitive patterns of the best investors out there, not just what they bought, but why and when. Second, you encode. You use all that data to build an autonomous AI avatar. Think of it as a digital twin of their investment brain. And finally, you deploy it. You let this AI heir loose on live market data, where it learns, trades, and manages the wealth, getting smarter and adapting all the time. So what's actually powering this whole thing? Let's pop the hood and take a look at the technology that would make an immortal heir possible. The engine itself is this really sophisticated mix of technologies. You've got fractal AI, which is incredible at finding hidden patterns in chaotic markets, and reinforcement learning, which lets the system teach itself from its own wins and losses. Now, the core ideas behind this kind of advanced modeling aren't new. They've been battle-tested for years by financial giants like HSBC, UBS, and BNP. The game changer here is taking that institutional-grade power and remaking it, supercharging it with AI, specifically for family offices in this generational wealth problem. And of course, there's always a human oversight layer for strategy and ethics. And make no mistake, this isn't just a fascinating piece of tech. It is a direct answer to a huge and growing global need. We're talking about a trillion-dollar opportunity, especially in the world of family offices. To give you a sense of scale, just look at this number: $6 trillion. That's the estimated pile of assets that more than 15,000 family offices around the world are trying to manage and preserve right now. Now, the vision here isn't to replace every single one of them. It's much more targeted. The goal is to empower a new wave, a new generation within this market, to build 1,000 immortal, AI-powered family offices that completely change the game for how those families protect their futures. And look, this isn't just a startup pitch on a napkin. This vision has serious credibility. It's being valued by major VCs like Vertex Ventures. It's funded by Morningside, a top-tier family office that lives and breathes this problem every single day. That tells you that the people who understand this challenge best are the ones betting on this solution. So, if you put all these theses together, what does it really mean for the future of wealth? What are we actually passing down to the next generation? This, right here, is the big shift. The whole idea of inheritance changes. It's not just about leaving behind a pile of money anymore. This technology means founders can pass on their single most valuable asset, their intelligence, their skill, their mindset, and let it compound forever, right alongside the capital. So the ultimate vision is incredibly bold. Use this tech to build 1,000 immortal family offices and finally make that 3-generation curse a story we tell about the past. And that journey is kicking off right now. And this isn't some 10-year plan. The path forward is concrete and it's already in motion. The very first step is to launch a pilot program with 10 forward-thinking family offices in the next year. It's all about partnering with visionaries to prove this works and kickstart a brand new era of eternal wealth. And that leaves us with this one last big idea to chew on. For all of history, fortunes have come and gone. But if a founder's wealth and, more importantly, their wisdom can truly be made timeless, what else is possible? Really, what does forever even look like?